How's it going, everyone? It is Mr. M. I am back today with an update or recap video, I guess, whatever you'd like to call it, talking about Dark Descent Records' 9th anniversary show. Took place over the weekend on October 20th at the High Dive in Denver, Colorado. Had a fucking amazing time. The lineup was just fucking perfect. Cyanide headlined it, along with Adversarial, Crypts, Sempiternal Dusk, Blood Incantation, and Spectral Voice. Highlight of the show for me, without a doubt, Blood Incantation. They also played a new song as well. I don't know if they played it on their last run of European festivals they did, or the North American tour they did earlier this year with Demolich, or Demolich, however you pronounce their band name. But the song fucking rips. And they also said on, one of the guys said on their Instagram page that Blood Incantation was going to be going away until March. And I'm going to assume they're going to be working on new music, since I've seen pictures of them in the studio and they played a new song. And if the album sounds anything like this new song that they played, it's going to be fucking killer and album of the year stuff for next year without a doubt. And Dark Descent had their whole distro there. Bands had some of their extra stuff too. Dark Descent had a bunch of vinyl and CDs. I didn't pick up any vinyl. I picked up a few CDs. I got a couple tapes from the bands and a bunch of shirts. So let's start off with the music first. This is The Arteries of Heresy by Devouring Star. This doesn't actually come out until Friday, but they had some early copies there for the show, and I'm sure pre-orders are going out this week, or they started going out at the end of last week before the show. This is black metal. Don't know who to compare it to, because if you've seen this channel at all, not a huge black metal fan, but this is definitely, at least from what I can tell, a solid black metal record. Never even heard of these guys before this fucking album got announced, but it was definitely a good pickup. And that fucking album cover, six-titted fucking monster with some shit growing out of its neck. I've seen this with, obviously, this one, and there have been a few other albums over the last couple of years where I've seen this, where they do the fucking border around the album artwork. I've never liked that. I mean, obviously, it's up to probably the band has the final say in it as well, but I've never enjoyed it, especially with an album cover as detailed as that. I've never enjoyed it because it kind of shrinks down the artwork a little bit. Next up is a record that I bought on a whim, kind of. Act of Impalement with Perdition Cult. This was put out on Unspeakable Acts, sister label to Dark Descent Records. I bought this on the recommendation from Schnell, which, Schnell, if you watch this video, cool as fuck meeting you. Apparently these guys play like a punky style of death metal, and Schnell has really been like hyping it up, and I've been introduced to so much good music through them that when I saw this, I definitely couldn't resist picking it up. But I haven't listened to it, so I can't really give it a much of a comparison to anything, or say if it's truly good or not. Next up is a band, I believe it is pronounced Hyperdontia, is how the band name is pronounced, with Nexus of Teeth. Obviously on Dark Descent Records. Vinyl was done by Misako Onoho. I've only listened to this once, so I can't really give this a fair comparison either. But people are either saying this is album of the year content or it's not. No one's saying that it's a terrible record. People are just saying that it's not album of the year worthy. But yeah, can't wait to dive into this one more. This one's definitely going to be a good listen, I think. Next up is one that I've listened to quite a bit more. Skeletal Remains with Devouring Mortality. These guys play an old school type death metal with a modern twist to it. Definitely some excellent stuff. Also at the venue, just scattered around the place. They have these flyers for a headlining show they're doing. It's mostly, they're going to be touring, opening for the Black Dahlia Murder, and sprinkled in there, they're going to have some headlining shows, mostly on the western side of the United States, but in the Midwest as well. I think the East Coast is kind of fucked for seeing these guys in November and December when they're touring. But if you're in Colorado, you can see them twice in a week. I don't know if I'm going to be going to this show. This is their headlining show. But I'll definitely be seeing them when they open for the Black Dahlia Murder less than a week after that. And then a record that's been out for a while, Wargoat, Unholy Exaltation of Full Moon Perversity. Wargoat's always got the long album titles. Excellent blackened war metal, one of the best in the game. This has been out for a while, so if you haven't checked this out, do it. It's definitely some good shit. And then some tapes. Sempiternal Dusk and Incantation split. I never heard of Incantation before, but Sempiternal Dusk plays a doomy style of death metal, so I'm definitely looking forward to hearing what they did on this split, because actually I haven't heard the split, but bought it because I knew I liked Sempiternal Dusk. And the songs on this are kind of long. They only have one song each, but one of them is 13 minutes and the other song is 15 minutes. So they're definitely on the lengthier side. They also had 12-inch LP as well, but I passed on that one. I'll get it some other time. And then the one pickup that I was super excited to get, Spectral Voice and Blood Incantation split. Not on vinyl as I would like, but tape is good enough. Just black, blank pro tape. One song from each band. This has been out for a while, so I feel like you should know that. Got the promo photo right there. The other side is just completely blank, just like the tape. It's nice to have the actual split. The Blood Incantation song, Mephitic Effluvia, if that's even how it's pronounced. That song was a bonus track on the tape version of Interdimensional Extinction. So it's nice to have, it is nice to have the Spectral Voice song on a physical format, finally. But just in general, it's fucking sweet to have this split. This thing was fucking killer. And then, when I was buying stuff from them, the Spectral Voice and Blood Incantation guys, they didn't have any change. So I just asked for a bunch of stickers. And I got split album cover, Blood Incantation, that one. I can't remember if he's on the center label of Star Spawn, but there's definitely a poster with them in it. Spectral Voice, and then two different colors of the Blood Incantation logo. And then I also got a flyer for the show, folded because I got it right at the beginning of the show, so I put it in my pocket. Excellent artwork there. A Dark Descent into Hell is what it says right on the top there. Then we got all the bands right there. 18 plus at the High Dive. I'm so fucking happy that this show is 18 and up too, because if it was 21 and up, I would have been pissed as fuck, because my birthday is on the 31st of October. Yes, I know I'm a Halloween baby, you know, if no one has to fucking comment that shit. But yeah, if this show is 21 plus, I would have been pissed as fuck, because that's only 11 days before my birthday, and that would have been shit, especially given the lineup. And then Cyanide was giving these away for free at their merch booth. I don't know if that's going to focus entirely, but red fade into white of their logo. Pretty sweet. And then got a few shirts here. This is reprinted for the first time in 6 years. A Descent into Hell, the album cover shirt. This shirt's also up. This wasn't exclusive to the show. They have it up for pre-order on their web store, Dark Descent does. So I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Got a Spectral Voice shirt. Keep putting the shirts too high. It's out of frame. Fuck. And then on the back, you got the promo photo and kind of like a distorted star-like thing, as well as the dates from the European tour that Spectre Voice did with Demolic. And then you got Sempiternal Dusk. These guys put on an absolute killer set as well. That was after Blood Incantation. They were my favorite set of the day. And on the back it says Cenotaph of Defectious Creation. I'm not sure how that word right there is pronounced. I think it's defectious. I don't know though. And then Blood Incantation. Starspawn album artwork in black and white with the European festival dates that they played on the back. It's a long sleeve shirt. Comes with this design on the sleeve here. I'm not a huge fan of long sleeve shirts. I haven't decided whether I'm going to cut the sleeves down or not. And then last but certainly not least, had to pick up this Dark Descent shirt. They had it also in black with white print, but I decided that the white shirt would be a nice balance to all the black shirts that I was getting. But I think this one may have been exclusive to the show, and the black one as well. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I'll have the link down in the description below to their web store. So if you want this shirt or the Cyanide shirt, I think the Blood Incantation shirt will be up there as well. You can check that out and buy shit. And that's going to be it for this little video. Chanel, like I said, cool as fuck meeting you. Matt, owner of Dark Descent Records, cool as fuck meeting you too. I say this on behalf of everyone. I know I told you at the show too, but thank you so much for putting this show on. If there's one next year, bet your ass I'm going to it as well. I have eternal support for you, man. You keep putting out great shit. I'm going to keep buying it along with everyone else, man. We all think you're doing a great fucking job, and we all appreciate the hard work you put into it. So that is going to conclude it now, officially. Like I said, link to Dark Descent's web store down in the description below, and I will see you in the next video.